Good morning, family. Welcome to the Afro Latina Show. I am your host, Alicia Anabel Santos, La Diosa Dominicana, La Santera. Welcome to episode 70, a love letter to my younger self. Um, I wanted to read a quote. The author is unknown, but the quote is, things I wish I would have told my younger self. If ever you lose love, don't go out looking for it. Reach inside you and recreate what you think you lost. You are love. You can't lose you. Let me read that one more time. If ever you lose love, don't go out looking for it. Reach inside you and recreate what you think you lost. You are love. You can't lose you. Good morning, family. So I have had quite the December. It has been painful, exhilarating, beautiful, sad, filled with so many emotions. But today I wake up feeling so filled with love. I'm very excited because today I am traveling to go and see my mother and my father and my sisters and my nephews and nieces. And so I'm very excited to go be surrounded by those closest to me. You know, where I got my start, right? In this world, the first people to ever know me, to ever love me, to ever lift me. And so I'm very grateful that I get to travel with my love for our first Christmas with our family, with my family. And so this week was particularly hard because I was called to, I had a deadline yesterday to submit an essay for a beautiful initiative. And I'll wait until it comes out to talk about it. But what I will say is that it brought up a lot of my past in the ways in which I may have traumatized my daughter, you know. And so it's interesting because I'm thinking about the ways that I have been wounded and and still wounded, a wounded child. Right? And when you're a wounded child walking in the world, raising a child, how do you navigate that space? You know, I know for me, I had my daughter, I was 20 years old. So I was fresh out of high school, only a couple of years, and had my whole life ahead of me. I had no idea that I would be a mother. I didn't want to be a mother, you know, and so when I got pregnant, I had huge decisions to make, you know, and the most important was if I went through with this, went to term with this pregnancy, and who would I be to this child? Because I was damaged, or at least I believed that, right? I believed that then I was damaged. I was broken. I was a fucking mess. You know, I have survival skills, but I didn't have life skills, you know, and I certainly wasn't a grown up, you know, a woman. I didn't have those experiences, I wasn't healthy. Like when I talk about emotionally healthy and spiritually healthy, all of it came so fast. What I did know though was that I didn't want to do to my child what was done to me. And what was done to me was, listen, I come from a Dominican household, and there are so many beautiful things about being Dominican, right? There's a sense of family and traditions and culture and music and loudness and dance and food and stories, and all of those things are beautiful. But that's me reflecting as an adult. Me living in it as a child, I thought I was living in hell. I felt like I was living under, you know, a regime, and all I wanted to do was escape that, you know. And so when I got pregnant, it was my great escape. It was like, okay, I'm free. You know, I get to leave my household. But then it was terrifying because now I was responsible for this little human being. And it ended up being a girl. And I was excited when she was born because I felt like it's like I put everything into raising her. Everything that I felt I didn't receive, I wanted to give her. I wanted her to feel loved. I wanted her to feel seen, lifted. I wanted her to know that she had a voice. I wanted her to know that she comes from warrior women. I wanted her to know that nobody could tell her shit about who she is, you know. But I also relied heavily on her. And so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that because I've written an essay and put all of that in the essay. What I will say, though, is that I want to dedicate today to my younger self, you know, to that beautiful Alicia who lost her smile when she was like 5, you know, because she was sexually assaulted in a daycare. You know, that beautiful Alicia who was embarrassed in a 4th grade class by this bitch teacher who was just nasty and would be the person that made me feel like I couldn't be safe around adults. You know, it was this like trajectory of like really bad fucking people that little Alicia was confronted by. And she wasn't armed. She wasn't strong enough to stand up to them. She tried. She most certainly did in 4th grade give that teacher the middle finger and walk out of class. And so that would be the beginning of, you know, little Alicia saying, I don't have to respect anyone because these motherfuckers don't respect me. And so today I want to give a shout out and love to, you know, younger Alicia because she's a fucking champ, yo. She was beautiful and she was pure and she was innocent and no one ever told her. No one ever told little Alicia that she was meant to be beautiful, that her dreams of wanting to be a singer, of wanting to be famous, of wanting to be a dancer, all of her dreams, she could have had them. And I'm sorry, little Alicia, that you didn't have the people who could lift you and nurture you because, you know, you come from an immigrant household where all that people really respect is like that hard work and something tangible. Like, what can you put on the table today? Don't talk to me about dreams because ain't nobody got time to dream. We need to eat. You know, what can we do today? And so to that younger Alicia, I say, I love you. And, you know, the folks that raised you, they did the best that they could with what they had. And you turned out pretty fucking great. Look at you now, yo. You're doing what you love, and no one can tell you nothing. So I just want to give a shout out to you because it has been a long time coming, this amazing love story between your younger self and your woman self, you know, loving all those dark parts of you, all those beautiful parts of you. And so with that, let's meditate. Let's take some deep breaths in. Inhale. 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 I want you to see the youngest version of you, that young you that felt so free and so happy before any pain, before any trauma, before anybody fucked you up, that like free you, that young you, that beautiful you. I want you to see that person. And if you could see that little boy or that little girl, what would you say to them? You're sitting with them at a park, you're on the seesaw, you're going up, you're going down, you're going up, you're going down, you're going up, you're going down, and you're just sharing. And the older you is just telling the younger you all of these things that they have to look forward to. What are you saying? What are you saying to that person? I want you in your meditation to have that conversation, and I want you to tell that little you how much you love them. Like, what are all the amazing things and qualities that they possess? I want you to tell that younger you that. Take your time with it. And when you're ready, come out of your meditation. So I'm sitting on a seesaw. I'm going up and down with this younger version of me, with this little Alicia who's wearing a skirt and her panties are all showing, and she's wearing the cutest little shoes, and she's absolutely beautiful. And I'm letting her know that life is going to be hard, but she's going to have a great life. She's going to be happy. She's going to be a lesbian. She's going to be a writer. She's going to have the best love she's ever had. She's going to have all her dreams come true, that there's nothing she can't do. And I believe in you. What are you going to tell your younger you? I am wishing you all the most love-filled day. I'm sending you all so much peace. And yeah, next time we speak, I'll be in La Florida. Peace.